Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we will continue our amines lecture number 3. If you haven't watched the lecture number 1 and lecture number 2, then I will put the link of that videos in the description so you can watch from there. And kindly subscribe for more videos related to biology and chemistry. So let's begin. In the previous lecture, I have told you about the various preparation methods of amines. Now I will tell you the two most important preparation methods that come every year in JEE, NEET or boards. Number one is Gabriel phthalimide synthesis. So let us break the word. Gabriel is a scientist here. Phthalimide, I will tell you what is phthalimide and synthesis because we are going to synthesize the amines from this method. Okay, so let's write the reaction and I will tell you what is phthalimide. First of all, let me tell you what is phthalimide. This is phthalic acid. This is phthalic acid. When we add concentrated H2SO4, then water will be lost from here. Means like this molecule of water. Okay, so what we will get is we will get this. Yes, we will get this, but this is the phthalic anhydride because we have removed the water by adding concentrated H2SO4. So this is phthalic anhydride. Now what we will do, we will just add ammonia to it. Let me just write it all again. We will just add ammonia to it. We will just add ammonia. Like we know this is our phthalimide, phthalic anhydride. This is phthalic anhydride. We will just add ammonia and then we will get phthalimide which we use in this reaction. C double bond O and NH. So this is our phthalimide that we are going to use for the preparation of amines. So let me just tell what is the reaction and what is the yield of this reaction, means how much useful is this reaction. First of all, we'll take our phthalimide that we have just created now. This is basically our phthalimide. Kindly see it very carefully, it is very important. Then we will add a base like KOH. Then what we will do, we will just remove water molecule from here. Means we will get a salt that is N negative and K positive. Just a displacement substitution reaction. Then we will add to this compound we have got this C double bond O, C double bond O, NK. Then we will add RX, alkyl halide. Okay, we will add alkyl halide and then we will just substitute it. C double bond O, C double bond O. Then NR. Okay, just in the place of K we have got R. and KX will be eliminated. For example, we have taken RCl. Then NR will be formed and KCl will be eliminated. To this, we will add basically we have got this C double bond O, C double bond O, NR. We will add NaOH. When we will add NaOH, we will again get salt basically. We will add NaOH, aqueous. Then we will get our final product. Means what we will get? RNH2. Okay. We will get RNH2 and then we will get, because it is aqueous, so already water is present. So we will get this salt kind of a thing. Means ONA plus we will get RNH2. What we needed. This is the product that we will get. Okay. So at the end we have got our amine. 1 degree amine. So now I will tell you all the important things about this reaction, means the disadvantages, yield advantages, and all the things about this reaction. The main thing is that it only help to create 1 degree amine only. So this is first disadvantage. And second is that we cannot prepare aromatic amines from this method. Means we can only prepare aliphatic 1 degree amine. Okay, what do you mean by aliphatic? That will without benzene ring. That is simple straight chain. So we can only prepare aliphatic 1 degree amine. So if we want to prepare aniline from this reaction, so aniline, we are not able to make aniline. So only aliphatic 1 degree amine can be formed from Gabriel phthalimide synthesis. Okay, aliphatic 1 degree amine. So this is the question that is asked many times in NEET, that what kind of amine we can make from Gabriel phthalimide synthesis. So only 1 degree aliphatic. So let me now tell you the another most important preparation method, that is Hofmann bromamide degradation reaction. Basically, Hofmann was a scientist, and bromamide. Bromamide means we will use NaOH, bromine, and amide. And degrade means we will degrade the amide group, C double bond O group. We will degrade this and we will just get a amine. Again, we will get only 1 degree amine. So let us just write the reaction very quickly. For HBD, it is also called as HBD reaction. So let me just write HBD. That is not happy birthday, okay? So let's just write the reaction, that we are having any amide RCONH2 plus bromine plus NaOH we will use, and we will get RNH2. What we will get? We will get RNH2. So you can see, simply you have to remove this C double bond O from here to get an amine. So this is the way you can remember this reaction. You can remove RC double bond O. Just C double bond O you can remove and get the product over here. Means RC double bond O NH2. This is amide. You just have to remove this group and you will get amine. It is also only applicable for 1-degree amine. Important point to note here is that it is step down reaction because we are decreasing the carbon. So it is basically step down reaction because we are decreasing the carbon. And 4 NaOH are required. 4 NaOH are required for 4 NaOH. Remember, this is very important. Are required for one amide to form one amine. 4. So these were all the preparation methods that are given in the NCERT, and they are very, very important. And many a times the questions are asked directly in NEET, JEE or a boards. So what we will do, we will see now the important tests that are used to distinguish between various cements like 1-degree, 2-degree and 3-degree. So let us begin. First of all, we will see the test that is given in the NCERT, that is Hinsberg test. First of all, very important, Hinsberg test. Directly a question can come that what is Hinsberg reagent that we used. So let me just write. Now we are starting with the tests. Okay, Hinsberg test. Now I will tell you the reagent that is used in this test, that is pH. pH means phenyl. SO2Cl. This is the reagent. So this is the Hinsberg reagent. It can be asked directly that give the name and you will have the 4 options there. Or in the board's examination, they will just tell you to write any test that we are used to distinguish between amines. Then you can easily write this test. Okay. So just let us write. This is Hinsberg reagent. pH S double bond O Cl. Okay. So how we will distinguish that? Let us take any 1-degree amine, RNH2. We have taken 1-degree amine. What it will give you is that it will just take out the HCl, Cl. This one hydrogen will take away the chlorine from here. So minus HCl, HCl will be removed, and what we will get? pH SO2 RNH. Yes, because one H has been taken away by chlorine. So this we will get. And this is very important point to note is that this is soluble in NaOH. So this is the basically the indication for 1-degree amine. Okay. Now let us write the same for 2-degree amine. For 2-degree amine, for example, we are having again pH SO2Cl, and we are adding 2-degree amine, that is R2NH. So here only one replaceable hydrogen is present. Okay, so it will again give this test. It will give pH SO2 R2N because this hydrogen has been taken away by this chlorine, so minus HCl. This is basically insoluble in NaOH. So this is a test we can distinguish. If the product formed by reaction with Hinsberg reagent is soluble in NaOH, then it is 1-degree amine. Otherwise, it is 2-degree amine. If it is not soluble, then this is insoluble. So you have to remember that this is insoluble in NaOH. Now let us see what happens in the case of 3-degree amine. So again, this is our Ginsberg reagent. Then we will add a R3N. This is the 3-degree amine. It is not having any replaceable hydrogen. No replaceable hydrogen is present, so it will give no reaction. So when there is no reaction, because there is no acidic hydrogen, no replaceable hydrogen, then we can just see and tell that yes, this is a 3-degree amine. So this is the first test that is given in the NCERT. Now let us see the second test that we can use to see about the basicity and the different amines. The second test that is given in the NCERT is Lieberman nitroso test. This is very important for basically competitive exams. Okay. This is basically because this is a very specific test and it is only for the 2-degree amine. Only for the 2-degree amine. So let me just tell that what we do in this case. In Lieberman's nitroso test, it is only for the 2-degree. Please keep this point in your mind. So let us take any 2-degree amine, that is R2NH. This is 2-degree amine. When we will add this HNO2, basically we will see diazotization reaction in the next lecture also, which is very important reaction. Means in the presence of NaNO2 and HCl from 0 to 5 degrees Celsius, then what we will get is, we will just get, means this H will take one oxygen. This H will take this H and one oxygen, and minus water will be done. So there will be minus water. So water will be eliminated, and what we will get is R2N and double bond O. This is yellow oily liquid. Remember, very important, yellow oily liquid. Okay, so if we will get the yellow oily liquid, then we can just tell that it is a 2-degree amine, but we have to do something else also for that. Like we are having, what we got was, we got R2N and double bond O. When we will add phenol to it, phenol and H2SO4, this yellow color will change to green color. Okay, then if we will add the alkali to it, any alkali you can add. If we will add like NaOH to it, then it will be converted into blue color. I'm writing the color as well, so for your more clarity, because you have to remember these colors. These are asked in competitive examination. So this is of the yellow color. When we will add phenol and concentrated H2SO4, then it will change into green color. When we will add alkali, then it will change into blue color. But when we will add water to it, it will change into the red color. This final red color will tell us about that yes, the test we used, the amine which we used was 2-degree amine only. Okay, so this is the reaction. Next is basically carbylamine reaction. We will see carbylamine reaction, which is very means very important. All among all the tests that we have done till now, that is the most important reaction. So let us write carbylamine reaction. It is only for 1-degree amine. for both aromatic and aliphatic, whether it is aniline or whether it is any simple aliphatic amine RNH2. Both of them will give, but only 1 degree amine will give. So let us we use here chloroform and KOH. Like this is chloroform and we will add any base to it. So these both are the reagents that we use. So let us just write the reaction. Like we are having any 1 degree amine RNH2 plus CHCl3 plus KOH. What we will get is we will get isocyanides RNC plus KCl plus water. Most important point that how we will identify. If we will get isocyanides, then it will be having very bad smell. Okay, very bad smell. Due to which we are able to identify that yes, we have taken any 1 degree, and the intermediate form in this reaction. So this is, you have to remember three things from this reaction, that it is only given by 1 degree. We use chloroform and KOH. We get isocyanide as a product which is having a very bad pungent smell. And the another point thing that intermediate, important point is intermediate in this reaction is dichlorocarbene DCC, CCl2. So this is the intermediate, means chlorine, two chlorine attached to carbon and it is having one lone pair also. So this is the intermediate, you have to remember, very important. Okay, so these were the important tests that are given in the NCERT. In the next lecture we will see the important reactions that are given by the amines. Okay, like diazotization or various dyes that the amines give with reaction with different organic compounds. So till then, keep liking, keep supporting my channel, and do share my channel and do share your views about this video in the comment section, and I will share the link of the amines lecture number 1 and 2 in the description box. Do see that also. Thanks for watching.